What is good, guys? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a Crusadia Dragon Link test hand. I think that's what we'll call it. Before I show you guys the profile, I figured I'd just show you guys some test hands because there's some things like I really want to work out in the list. So I figured like showing you guys some test hands would be pretty good. And then once I like do some more testing and all that stuff, I'll give you guys a solidified list within the next week or so. But yeah, not much more can be really said. The one card I'm really not too sure about is honestly Link Spider. We're not playing a Rafflesia in this list because Rafflesia takes up an extra deck spot. It takes up another spot in the main deck, and Gravedigger's Trap Hole is a hard brick, and the deck already plays enough like pseudo bricks, I should say. Maybe like, I shouldn't even call them bricks. They're cards you just would rather not see in your opening hand, but if you do see them, like you can still combo and still play with them. Versus like if you see Crusadia Crawler, it is a hard brick because you absolutely do not want to see it in your hand, but it just provides so much extension and stuff like that, and so much of a follow-up wherever it's at. That you just want to play it. So adding an additional Crusadia Crawler in the sense I was against. So that's pretty much it for like things I'm thinking about. Want to test a little bit more with. With that being said, though, guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, please check the links down in the description below. If you guys don't know, you guys can become a member. That helps, definitely supports the channel. You guys can give this video a super thanks, which is like tipping the video. You know, anything that goes into the video gets put right back into the channel. Also, the most important way you guys can help if you guys enjoy the hat, I can point at the mat, but the hat, the mat, or if you guys are interested in some awesome sleeves, check out Imperium Duelist down there and use my code TEAMCOG10 to get 10% off your order. And I normally hate to kind of blow through all those ways and stuff, however, but I've noticed when I don't do it versus when I do it, it's just better that way. So without further ado, we'll just quickly go ahead and jump into this test hand. So we'll quickly just shuffle the deck and catch you guys here in the next first test hand. Okay, guys, first test hand here, we're going to do a quick cut. And again, if we see a Crawler in this opening test hand, I might just lose my marbles, but we're going to draw Magna Rocket Dragon. So here's one of the pseudo bricks I was talking about. You never want to see it, but it's okay if we do see it. Triple Attack, we want to. This is a pretty decent card. Arborea, Chaos Space, which this is good in conjunction with this, and another Arborea. So this hand's not exactly the best because like we opened to like some defensive cards in the form of tactics. Double Arborea is never good. Seeing two Crusaders names is never good. Like when we play 15 plus names, so it's like insane that we literally saw two of the same names. It's just bad luck at this point. But seeing this is really good. However, hand traps are an issue here. So like, but we also drew triple attack. So like actually hand traps aren't too big of a deal. We'll just start out with, I think we'll just go ahead and normal summon Arborea. Link it off here for Magus. Let's see here. Chaos Space right here, pitching Magna. Now, if they do Ash us, we do have triple attacks to draw two cards. So, like, just to go ahead and hypothetically, if we drew two cards, we draw into these. This right here is not that bad, to be honest with you. Like, we could definitely combo in this sense here if we drew into these two cards. But instead, we're going to Chaos Space, which we're going to actually search for a White Dragon Collapse Serpent. Wherever it is. There we go. White Dragon, and I think would go for Draco because we want to add back that advantage once we get to that point. So we'll go ahead and cut here. We'll go White Dragon to banish the black here to summon out Wyvern Buster, and then we go ahead and link here for Striker Dragon. Now we're going to do some pretty cool chain links. We'll go chain link 3, 2, 1. So we'll go ahead and grab ourselves the Black Dragon wherever it is. Black, go ahead and grab us Boot, and then grab us Draco here. So like, this is one of those crazy instances where like, look at like the chain links that we just like resolved. Now we are back at our starting hand, which is really cool. Also, I guess like, if we like never use triple attacks, we can just pitch it, I guess. So like, it is something that we could do. Now we do have some options here. We can summon out the Arborea here because we already used that effect, and then we can go ahead and link here for Hulk. Hulk will bring us out the Rocket Synchron. Right here it'll be. There's the Rocket Synchron. I will go ahead and link off the Rocket Synchron and go into Pisty, the last of the Guard Dragons. We'll use Pisty's effect to bring. Let's bring back out the Magna Rocket from the banished. I want to do this so like this gets back into circulation in case further down the line I need to like bring this back using Boral and Dragon. So might as well. Pisty lets us just do this type of stuff. Summon from grave or banished, which is really cool. We'll go ahead and link here for Romulus, Romulus effect, to go ahead and grab ourselves Dragon's Ravine. And this is the last. I guess technically we could make a 3 material Apollosa here. because we can go 1, 2, 3 into a format till a 3 mat Appaloosa, and then like we special these two. I think that might be the way to go actually. So we'll go ahead and link these guys here. This is one of those hands where like, look, I think we might have had an Equimax line, but I just didn't see it at the moment because at the base value, the hand was kind of bad, right? Like even with their draw 2 off of the triple tax, like it wasn't great. But again, like it was good enough to beat one hand trap, right? Like we were pretty good to beat one hand trap. It just depends if they have more, but we make an Appaloosa for 3. We'll special out Draco, use Draco's effect to add back the Arborea, which I guess, again, if you don't want to pitch a tactics, this is free discard fodder here. Then we can go ahead and go Black Dragon by banishing the white, and then, like we should go ahead and put back the white. So we draw, but we risk drawing into another combo piece, which will be 0 day, but you know, risk it for the biscuit. We'll go ahead and banish Chaos Space to put back the white dragon. We'll quickly shuffle here. And then we'll do a quick cut. Put the white at the bottom, and then we pick up a card, draw Leonis, which is not too shabby at all. And then we link here for 0 day, or excuse me, Swordsman. We'll go chain link 1 Swordsman, chain link 2 the Black Dragon. Black Dragon will grab us the White Dragon. And then we go ahead and summon out 0 day. 0 day is another one of those pseudo bricks. Hand grave, I believe, hand grave. Hand deck or grave, excuse me. He can summon a 0 day from, so like, again, it's kind of like a Hulk effect. Like if you open the tuner, you can just summon out of the hand with Hulk. And see this route here, if you guys don't know, whatever points to 0 day loses 1,000 attack. So if this was a 2 material Appaloosa, we technically would have no Appaloosa negates. However, with this, we still are able to keep 1. But we'll go ahead and go here and link for the Berserker. Berserker then brings back 0 day and Swordsman. And since we happen to open pretty well, actually, like I think we would have had a Equimax line here, but I digress, it's okay. We do have, I think, 1 Arborea in the grave already, yeah, so we'll go ahead and activate Ravine over here. Activate Ravine's effect. We'll just go ahead and pitch the talent since we didn't need to use it this turn. We'll send Abs Router, which is another one of the pseudo bricks. Like I said, all the pseudo bricks, I'm telling you guys, are all just combo pieces. But as you guys will know, like if we open to launch, if we open Ravine, if we open Abs Router, like there's definitely ways like we still can play by opening those cards. It's like I said, it's cards like Crawler that are just traps. Like that doesn't do us anything for going first. We'll go ahead and send Abs Router. Abs Router will add us the Rocket Tracer. And see, this is exactly what I was talking about by bringing back the Magna Rocket. We'll go into Boral End Dragon here, and then we can go ahead and do this, activate Launch, use Launch's effect to special summon out Tracer, and then we use Boral End Dragon, target the Tracer to negate its effects, and then reborn out the Magna. And then we can synchro here for ourselves Boral End, or not Boral End, Boral Savage, and then we'll go ahead and grab the Virus Berserker here, giving him 3 negates. So then technically this board is 3, 4, 5 forms of interruption, and we do have a follow-up in the form of these 3 cards, which is kind of nuts, to be honest with you. We'll quickly shuffle real quick because I think I went in, and then we'll cut to see what our next card would be. Next would be Paralytic Seed, which, like I said, we're not using Aeroflage or anything like that. So, like, Paralytic Seed is just straight gas. Like, this right here plus, like, Exceed is, like, Equimax, so the inner Equimax can be pretty big. But, yeah, guys, that's it for the first test hand. Hopefully we'll open a few, and that's with opening a pseudo brick, in a sense. Like I said, our hand was very weak. Again, I don't think it was fragile. I think that it was a weaker hand, and like I said in the combo video, this deck can play through low-impact hand traps. So, like, that hand would have been able to play through, like, 2 low-impact hand traps, but, like, one of the, like, harder cards, like Nib, that hand did not beat Nib, that hand did not beat Gamma, you know, things like that, in that nature. So, like, just keep that in mind when you play the deck, of course. So, hopefully, we'll shuffle it up here, and we'll be able to show you guys an Equimax line. So, here we go. Okay, guys, we're all shuffled up for test number 2. We'll go ahead and do a cut, and we'll see our opening hand will be Monster Reborn, Quick Launch, and Draco, another Quick Launch, and Triple Tactic Talents. So this is, again, one of the weaker hands. It honestly amazes me, guys. We play 3 Triple Tacks, and we've seen it twice, but I play 15 Crusadias, and we're barely seeing Crusadias. That's just blows my mind, actually. So let's see here. This hand looks like it's going to be a Dragon line, or it could potentially be a Hulk line, depending. So we'll just go ahead and start off with the plainest a normal summon Draco, link off. I guess technically, full combo is Crusadia plus Extender, and we open that in these 3 forms here. So like, we open combo, so we really can't complain. We'll fire off Quick Launch, and then we'll summon out the Rocket Tracer. And then I think we make Tracer. Tracer will then become Striker. Striker effect to grab us the boot. I used to call it boot up sector, but I finally got out of saying the boot up. It's just boot sector launch. Now, again, this is interesting. Well, I guess it's not that interesting. We literally can just go... We can go Monster Reborn. I think we just go Monster Reborn. The most efficient route is to go Monster Reborn back to the Tracer, and then turn Magius and Tracer into Hulk. I think that's the best line there. Going to Hulk. Hulk will beam out the Synchron. Maybe we'll also, maybe this third, I'll try to do maybe like 2 more test hands after this, just to kind of show you guys. Hopefully we'll get like a very bad hand where we open no Crusadias, which you never want to see happen, but like if you don't open Crusadias, you have to be opening like dragons or something. So we'll be able to show you like the non-Crusadia lines, where it's like if you actually absolutely see no Crusadias, you can still do weaker Dragon Link shenanigans. Pisty's effect to bring back out the Synchron. We'll go ahead and go here for, you guys don't know, remember already, it's Romulus. Rom to add the Dragon Ravine. The combo is very linear in a way. I know before I said it's not too linear. It's not too linear to this point. Like, once you get to this point, it's pretty straightforward, but there's different avenues and routes to take to get to this point, using Spatha, Hulk, etc. Oops, getting ahead of myself here. So this hand is not going to be able, we're not going to be able to put up a 3 material Apollosa this way. We're actually going to only be able to do a 2, which I hate doing 2 material Apolosas because they feel so weak. Like, literally normal summon Alibur outs the Apollosa. So, I guess... this is going to be interesting. I think we quick launch here. Yeah, I think we quick launch. Go ahead and bring out Magna. I think it's going to be similar to the last time. So we bring out Magna. Because for some reason, quick launch is not a once per turn. We'll go ahead and link 2 here for Swordsman. Swordsman effect to go ahead and bring out 0 Day, wherever 0 Day may be. I must have passed over him. There he is. There's 0 Day right there. And then we turn 0 Day and the Swordsman into Berserker. Berserker effect to bring back 0 Day and Swordsman. And then a fun little fact is that at this point in your combo, if you're going second and your opponent set a bunch of cards, you can pop up to 3 spell and traps because of Berserker. So that's pretty good utility in the way. Main deck spell and trap removal, especially with the main extra deck being so tight. But right here, this is literally the reason we play this, is because this engine right here just allows us to hard make Boral End super consistently. Like, as long as we resolve, we're able to make Boral End. So we smack down Boral End here. We'll go ahead and go Ravine. Go Ravine's effect, pitching the triple attack. And if we like had to use triple attack, we would have been able to like draw 2 cards, so like we'd still have cards in hand. Send Absorptor. Absorptor will add us the last rocket card we have, which is Tracer. And then, just like the last time, you go ahead and replace Ravine with Boot. Use Boot's effect to summon. Go Borland target to negate the Rocket Tracer, to then bring out the Magna that we summoned off a quick launch. And then we just synchro here for Savage Dragon. Savage then picks up the Virus Berserker because he's huge. And we have 3 negates. So technically, again, 2, 3, 4. 4 forms of disruption. And not to mention, this card is a powerhouse all in itself. While still having like Boot Sector on the field, in case they out everything, we still can like reborn monsters up to the difference. So you have 3 rockets in name. So like, if they're able to go off through all this, we're still going to be able to reborn like up to soul charge back some cards, which is pretty cool. Which is what the rocket engine kind of does for the deck in a way. It's really nice having utility like that. But I mean, this is not a board to laugh at. Someone in my comment section asked, why would you play like Crusadia Dragon Link over normal Dragon Link? And the answer, I kind of came with kind of like a half answer. It's truly up to preference, right? But like, just because like, I've noticed that Dragon Link can't really put out Boral in consistently. They could if they wanted to, but like the Dragon Link normally just ends on Spears plus Hot Red. And I feel like he ended on Echo Max, and this is just better. Like Echo Max is a better Hot Red because he's bigger, he does the same thing. And he's just ability to be protected with Arborea too, in conjunction with everything. So like that's just a thought, I guess. Like if you like conveniently, sadly, we've not ended on Echo Max once, so like we're going against everything of my foundation of playing this list is because you're supposed to be able to consistently end on Echo Max, and sadly I've not been able to show you a line that gets us to Echo Max, except for I believe the first hand, which of course I didn't see at the time, would have ended us on Echo Max plus like Savage and the Boral End, but all we can do is shuffle up and go into the next test hand and see if we can get there this time. Okay guys, for the third test hand here, we're going to quickly cut. And let's draw our first 5 cards. Succession, Chaos Space, Reclusia, Maximus. We finally do Crusadias. Let's go. And then Magna Rocket Dragon. That's interesting. I've been hearing this theory as of late that higher rarity cards float to the top. And to be honest with you, kind of starting to believe that. So anyway, this hand is actually jacked, yo. Shout out to jacked YuGiOh. This is an Echo Max line. So, you know, our prayers were answered here. However, I believe that we don't start with Chaos Space because we didn't draw Tactics. So that means that our hand is like not going to be like as like counter-offensive with the Tactics. They hand trap us. We hit them with Tactics. We can do a lot more. This hand's going to be more responsive. So we do have 2 routes that we can do with the Chaos Space, but I think we're just going to pitch the Magna Rocket Dragon and keep the 2 cards here. So let's go ahead and start. We'll normal summon the Maximus because it's my favorite card. It doesn't matter which one you normal summon, but we'll link it off here for Magius. We'll special summon out the Reclusia and attempt to trigger Reclusia's effect. Now, in this case, we're going for a Dragon line. This is actually, really, really awesome. We'll go for a Dragon line here because we don't have access to a tuner. Now, if they did hit us here with Ash, that's still okay because we can follow up with Chaos Space. You'd actually probably want them to hit you here with Ash just because, like Ash doesn't do anything. However, Ash or Imperm would. Both those in conjunction would do something here. They Imperm this. I mean, if they Imperm this, they Ash this. It's not too rough, I'd say, but it's definitely we're in a difficult position. Technically, we'd still have combo if they had Ash and Imperm through that. Simply because like they Imperm this, Ash this. We link into Spatha. Succession out the Magna, link into Pisty, move Pisty, bring back Striker. We still technically have a kind of a combo in a way. Very loose combo, I'd say, but we have something rather than nothing. So anyway, trigger Magius to quit rambling here. We'll go ahead and add ourselves the Draco. Come on, Konami, give us a Draco extra deck monster, please. And honestly, gosh, we just need a monster or a spell card, kind of like Wave, like Marine says Wave. Is that Wave? No, Dive. Marine says Dive. Because then, like, this deck's number 1 weakness is its normal summon. And just having a card that says, like, special summon from the deck, a Crusadia monster, would solve all the issues. So I would solve them all so much. So we go ahead and go here. Technically, so we don't even have to go with Spatha, I think. I think we go Regulex, because we're gonna try and do a Echo Max line here. So we'll special Draco to add back this. Regulex, no, we won't use Regulex yet. We'll go ahead and go with this right here because we want to protect the boot. Boot's really important. So we'll go Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1 to grab us Crawler, which conveniently we haven't seen Crawler yet. I think I did, when I was testing this list against one of my buddies who was playing Branded, I literally opened this guy like 4 out of 6 games. It's literally statistically almost impossible to even like to do that, and somehow I did. So here we go. Grab these guys. Now, let's see here. We don't even really have to go for Hulk, or we don't even have to do like anything else really, except for maybe Succession back. No, we can actually special summon out Maximus, and then these guys right here will. Oh, I don't like that actually. I don't like that at all. Shoosh. I don't like doing this because we're 3 material. Like I said, a 3 material Apollosa is good. We've already committed to go into the Echo Max line, which is what I want to do anyway. So like we could technically go Chaos Space, pitch Magna, go ahead and add us the White Dragon. Then we could technically Succession back out Draco, go ahead and go into Romulus. I think that, yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, because we still need access to our rocket stuff. So we go Succession, bring back Draco. Then we go ahead and go here for Romulus. Romulus grabs us the Dragon's Ravine. Wherever it is, there it is. And then we link here for a 2-material Appaloosa, which is, like I said, a 2-material Appaloosa is really nothing. I feel better linking off a 2-material Appaloosa than I do like a 3-material, because 3-material is something that that is not to be argued with. However, 2-material, like I said, normal summon Alibur, battle phase, GG. At least you out the Appaloosa. Then we can go here by banishing this guy here. Special summon out the Maximus, and then link here for our Codebreaker. Chainlink 1, Codebreaker, Chainlink 2, White Dragon. White Dragon adds us. We'll go ahead and get out the Codebreaker right there. Since he's right there, we'll go ahead and grab ourselves with the Black Dragon. And then Black Dragon, or not Black Dragon, 0 Day and this become the Berserker. Berserker effect. Bring back out these guys. Now, since we are doing an Equimax line, I'm actually going to go ahead and go a Collapse Serpent effect, banish the summon here. I'll then go ahead and banish Chaos Space to put back the White Dragon to the bottom of the deck. Because now what that's going to do, that's going to give us that free pitch for Ravine, so we can get a rocket to our hand. So we'll do that. We'll do a quick cut, put the White Dragon on the bottom, and draw ourselves Call by the Grave. That's actually pretty good. We'll go ahead and link here for Boral and Dragon, triggering the Black Dragon here to grab us the White Dragon. We'll then go ahead and go Ravine, use Ravine's effect, pitching the White Dragon to go ahead and send Absorouter to add ourselves the Rocket Tracer. So we'll send Absorouter. Right there's Rocket to add Rocket Tracer. We'll then replace Ravine with Launch. Use Launch effect to special summon out the Tracer. We'll go Boral End effect, target the Swordsman to go ahead and reborn back out the Magna Rocket. Now, if you didn't open Magna Rocket like I did, you just would go ahead and make Equimax here, then go, or excuse me, you'd go Boral End, do this, then bring back out. Or you would go ahead and, excuse me, I said that wrong. You'd go ahead and use Swordsman and this to make Equimax, then you'd bring out this would pop this, summon Magna. You just got to make Equimax before you use Tracer, because Tracer locks you into darks when you use its effect. So we'll go ahead and go here for Savage. Savage will go ahead and grab the Virus Berserker. And then we go ahead and turn Swordsman and Appaloosa into the man, the myth, the legend himself, Equimax. And then you can set the Call by the Grave and set the Crawler. And then, like, this is what this gives us. Like I said, gives us 1 versus 2. It gives us an Omni-Negate that targets a face-up card. Since we drew Call by, we have the ability to negate, like, blowout cards, especially if they go, like, droplets, pitch a monster, right? Pitch, like, 3 monsters. We can chain Call by, then chain Equimax to the droplets to be able to negate it. And, which a lot of decks can't do. We get the follow-up. Right now I'm just telling you, like, what we get outside. If we would have left Appaloosa for 2, we have the ability to use Equimax. We do not have Arborean Grave this time, so, like, we don't get the protection effect, which is a little bit of an extra boost that you get by going this route. However, this time we did not. But like I said, we get follow-up plus a negate, which in my opinion is far superior than just a 2 monster negate off Appaloosa. So yeah, that's like I said, standby phase. On their turn, you fire off Crawler. Crawler then grabs us a follow-up in the sense of being World Legacy Guard Dragon right here. And yeah, we have a follow-up plus our draw, which is really cool. Again, this is why I prefer this end board over just an Appaloosa for 2, especially since we had enough cards. This was all off of just drawing 2 Crusadias. If we do what the deck is supposed to do and draw 2 Crusadias plus an extender, we've made it. So anyway, guys, I'll quickly shuffle up here and go into the 4th and final test hand here. Okay, guys, 4th and final test hand. We'll do a quick cut. And let's draw our first 5 cards. The boot sector. So here we go. This sucks opening boot, but I mean, it's okay that we saw it. Rocket Tracer. That's not too bad. Maximus. And oh my goodness. So what a hand. There he is. The last and final test hand. Oh my gosh. That is just awful. However, even with this, we still have combo. We actually, since we did happen to draw another powerful one of, like, we have the ability to play through, like, the one hand trap. So let's see what we can do with this hand, right? So let's see what we can do here. So we normal summon out Maximus. Go ahead and link off into the Magus. I knew we were going to see Crawler eventually. He'd have to show his ugly head. Statistically, guys, you should honestly probably never see this card ever at all. But if you are a Crusadia player, you know the curse of playing this card. You're going to see it more often than you statistically and really should, but it's the curse we play. However, we're going to go Boot Sector here, and then use Boot Sector's effect to special summon out the Tracer. We can then, it doesn't really matter in this scenario when you want to activate Magus, but I'm just going to go ahead and link for the Striker. No effect to Striker, of course, but trigger Magus to go ahead and grab. So let's see here. We could technically grab Draco. But see, another issue that I'm having here is we've already exhausted Boot. So if I grab Draco, what's that going to get me? Like, what's Draco going to achieve me here? Because I special Draco, add back Maximus, link into, like, I just don't see what it's gonna get me. Like, currently right now I can go for Equimax Pass. That's not good enough. I could potentially, I want to try to shoot for Boral End. Now that I'm seeing what I got here, knowing like I have just this card here, I've already exhausted Tracer. Boral End is probably the best bet. And I probably, arguably, since if that was the case, I should have used Tracer's effect after I used it to pop the Sector to go ahead and summon out another body. Is probably what I should have done. Kind of a misplay on my side, but let's see here. So let's do that. Let's go back here. Let's go back here, and we will special this out. Boral End is the only way. We'll go Tracer effect, pop the launch to summon out Magna. Wherever it is. Magna. Then we'll link this off into Striker. Grab us Draco. I guess actually this isn't, yeah, then we special Draco. Draco effect to add the Maximus. Then we will go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're short one body, I believe. Yep, we're short. Ugh. One body. That's rough. That's kind of rough, I think. Well, no, we go here for... It doesn't really matter what link 2 we go for. We go for Regulex, I guess. We already opened Crawler, so I guess we'd special here. Then we go... No, I can't go Regulex. I'd have to go for Virus Berserker, or Virus Swordsman here. Yeah, I'd have to go for Berserker, or excuse me, Swordsman. I don't know why I get them mixed up. Go for Swordsman. I can't use its effect because I don't have a zone, but I can special summon Maximus here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just so you guys know, when you use Rocket Tracer's effect, you can no longer special monster from the exit for the rest of the term except for Dark Monsters. So that's why I'm able to summon Maximus and all this stuff. So I go 5. Well, dang, that's not too good either. That's still not going to be good enough. Because I go 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4. 5 right here. So, I mean, like, it's really going to be Boral End and pass. I don't feel like that's good at all. Okay, guys, so I decided to rewind it here to this point. Excuse me, not to this point. To this point here. Just because we want to see what we can do. We want to play, like, the most optimally we can. I feel like Boral End to pass is not good enough. I feel like there's something I'm seeing here that I'm missing, so I decided to go back and look at it. And I think the best route to do is to try and go a completely different route. So this is technically not in our hand, right? So this is right here. We can go here for Striker. No effect to Striker. Magus effect will be able to grab a different card. So I think we're going to try and go to the Arborea route here. Maybe this is just one of those test hands where we show you all the different avenues you can go, since this was a very interesting hand. We special summon out Arborea. We go here for... No, I don't think that's correct either, to be honest with you. I think we have to go for Draco. So we go here, we special summon out this Draco effect to add back this. Then do we just go for Equimax Pass, or do we do for a Link 3 Apollousa? I think we just Link 3 for Apollousa. That's oh, excuse me. Link 3 for Apollousa. Man, I'm getting real mixed up. We'll go here for Spatha. Special here, and then we go here for a Link 3 Apollousa. There we go. So like I guess that's 2 of the routes we could have gone. Maybe you guys will see something. We're able to set these guys right here. So we're going to get follow-up no matter what. We have a Soul Charge in the form of Boot Sector to be able to bring back out Tracer, and then Tracer will be able to make a Savage on their turn before we even like commit to any more plays. So like that's, I guess, one of the weakest hands. As you guys just saw, we were able to either make a Boral End or we're able to make an Apollousa for 3, just depending on what you want to do, while still having Called by in Crawler. Sucks that we drew Crawler. If Crawler was literally a literal Crusadia monster, we would have been full combo for sure. However, that's the best that we can do with such a bad hand. So I do apologize for that one. We had to really think that one through because I wanted to get the best test hand for you guys with the weakest hand that we had throughout the testing. But anyway, guys, please remember, if you guys want to help support the channel, check the links down in the description below. And most importantly, guys, ding that notification bell and hit subscribe. You don't know how much that means to the channel. And without further ado, I guess this is Charles from Team COG signing out.